Good morning. It's Monday. It's really Monday. September 13th, 2021. My name is Terry Morgan. We're here to practice Yang Style Taiji. I gotta go take care of just a couple little things that I didn't quite get done before it was 7 o'clock, and it's still a little bit late, but I'm committed to starting at 7 or as close thereto as possible. So here we are. Give me 1 minute, and probably 1 minute and some seconds, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, coffee in hand, error message over here, isn't that great? All right, I'm gonna shift something here real quick. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, well, it's welcome to the 21st century. 22nd, 21, 22, 20, yeah, pick one. It's just the fingers crossed, connection that I have, I just swapped out again. So, again, fingers crossed that what I'm seeing now, which is okay, is going to continue. Excuse me. Coffee. It's Monday. I did work on this. I did. I did. All right, excuse me. Monday, September 13th, 2021. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Yang Style Tai Chi. I have previously taught the first part. This class is the advanced class. We're covering part 2 and part 3. At this point, we've just started part 2. And so, as we go forward, I'm looking over here, the error came back. It was fine, and then it wasn't. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. I am going to try and keep an eye on it, and I'm hoping it'll get better. It needs to get better. It needs to get better. I need to work on it. Alright, so Yang Style Tai Chi Part 1. Start with a basic stretch. We do a little leg stretch, and then we're going to review Part 1. I'm going to go a little fast. This is not. We're working on Part 2. So Part 1 goes fast. Part 2 goes a little slower. Alright, feet back, shoulder width apart. Stand straight, pull up through the crown of the head, drop the shoulders, open the arms, wiggle fingers, bend the knees, wiggle the toes. Hands circle the front, and back around to both sides. Up along center line. And reach out. Roll up through the back, extend out over the legs, bend the knees. And one more time. Stretch out, elbows drop down. Wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. A little bit of a leg stretch. Right leg front. Just a little bit of a bounce. I've given this with a couple of different sets. What we're trying to do here is just open up the hip a little bit and warm up the leg a little bit. Push down into the heel, not into the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, sink. Other side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Sink. And come on up. Alright, that should open up everything pretty much. Apologies for my speech right now. I'm having a bit of a problem with my tooth over here. It's been a problem. And speaking right now is, I'm having a little trouble with it. All right, the point of doing these basic sets, this warm-up set, is to get us ready to do more. Without doing a warm-up, right, some kind of warm-up, there is a greater risk of injury. I can attest to that personally. I have done some things that I wish I hadn't done. So as we get started with any of our sets, there's going to be some kind of a warm-up that I'm going to look at doing. All right? Yang Style Taiji, Part 1. Okay, good. We're doing this, come on. Feet together, stand straight, pull it through the crown of the head. Shoulders down. Fingertips reach down. Salute. And breathe in. Transfer the weight to the right. Open the left. Breathe out. Relax. Center. And both arms up. Rest down. The knees are straight but not locked. Sink into the left. Open the right. Step through. Turn. Step through. Grasp the bird's tail. Pull down. Press. And push. Turn. Single whip. Open. And turn. Raise your hands. Turn. White crane spreads its wings. Brush knee. Step up, hands from the loop. Brush knee. Brush knee again. Pay attention to your foot, how your foot is placed, and how it's supported through the leg. And one more brush knee. Deflect downward. Parry. And punch. Shift back. Close the door. Okay, so we're back over here to excellent connection, at least for the next couple of seconds. Pardon me, got my head up there. Let me open that up. Okay. I'm sorry. I wish I could do something more than fiddle with the connection. I've got a repeater coming. I'm trying. I don't know if that's going to take care of it or not. We're going to start with part 2. And fingers crossed, a fair part of it will get through and be recorded and it'll be better. All right? All right. we just finished part one. We start over here. All right, now I've talked about this from several times. Footwork matters. How we pace ourselves, how we address the space in the room matters. So as we're moving, as I'm moving through here, I'm using all of the space that I have. I could open it up and use more space. Tooth. I could, ouch, I could make it smaller and use less space. The point to pay attention to is that I have to pick one. Whichever one I'm going to use, that's the one that I use. It can't be a little bit here, a little bit there, something here, something there. Form should be consistent. So should the stepping. So, same relative distance to your step, same pattern. As you move through the entire form, we want that consistency. All right, so Yang Style Taiji Part 2 is going to start over here. Not over here, okay? We started Part 1 over here, and then we moved along a line, and we got over to here, and we closed, and we're here crossing hands. Turn, brush knee, grasp the bird's tail, palms down, turn, press out. On the heel in the left, turn, come around, fist under the elbow. All right? Step back up over here. As we turn, pay attention. Watch my left hand as it comes up. Pay attention to not going behind your body. My hand's back here. Here's where it goes. I'm turned. Okay? 2. It's not back here. 2. All right. Pay attention to your own frame and keep in mind as you start the turn, keep in mind where you're going to end up. It will help you orient yourself to get back to where you were, right? So I'm here, crossing hands, I'm going to turn, I'm on the 45 here. As I start my turn, I'm going to come all the way back around so that I'm facing the same direction as I was before I did crossing hands, right? I was here, my turn, right? Close the door, crossing hands, right? Turn, right? Come back around, and now I'm back this direction. Transfer the weight through the foot, not onto the foot. All right, so as we turn, this foot, push through the leg into the foot. Left foot, down, turn into it, and then set it, and then change it, okay? You need to have connection through that move. All right? Let's do this. Do a couple more moves, and I have something I'm going to talk about for a minute, but we're going to do some more. Crossing hands. Knees bent. Turn. Right hand comes around. Left hand down. Brush knee. Pull down. Press. Push. Turn. Turn the right toes. Press out. Onto the heel. Sweep around, push into the foot. Come around. On the heel. Left hand out. Right hand ready to go. Okay? This is not passive. It's not. There should be energy to it. And there should be the sense of extending outward through both hands. Okay? All right. The next set, push back the monkey. All right, that last part you should recognize from the first part of Yang Style Taiji. Hold the ball. All right, that's new. Step back, hold the ball. As I step back, diagonal flying, sink, raise your hands, turn. White crane spreads its wings, right? Raise your hands, white crane spreads its wings. Both are part of part one. The new sets, push back the monkey 3 times, hold the ball, and diagonal flying. Fist under the elbow. Left hand reaches out, right hand comes up by the ear. Left foot is going to step back. Push. Sink into the left as you sink, as you set back, sink. All right? Stay there. Sink into the right as you push back. And one more time. Sink into the left. Notice that the foot turns as you set back. All right? So, from here, step back, watch my front foot now. Turn the toes. I end up and need to end up in a good Tai Chi step so that I've got about one of my fists in between both feet. My weight in this case is on my back leg, push back, 60, 40. One more time. I was looking at the connection and it's working. It's working. Fist under the elbow. And turn. 1. Push back the monkey. Set. Ready and step. One more time. Both hands work together as you sink into it. All right? There should be substance, and yeah, it's what is it? I'm going to get this fixed. I'm going to get this fixed too. Anyway, There should be substance and strength. Not excessive. No, don't do that. Don't do that ever. Don't do that. Okay? But substance there. If there was something that you were pushing against, you would feel the pressure needed to move whatever that thing is away from you. Okay? And in this case, it would be your opponent. Go. Go that way. Don't come this way, go that way. But if you're going to come this way, I can help you. All right? So, pay attention. One more time. Pay attention to that little bit push me, pull me in this. Sink. Turn the waist. Hand turns over. Push back. Again. One more time. All right. It should be smooth, not static, showing the start and stop so that we know where that is, that we know when a movement is complete and when we're still in the process matters. As we practice, we want that continuity, not stop and start. Fist under the elbow. And turn. Keep going. Right? Everything works together. Okay? Stop and start, stop and start. If you're focused on a particular move or a particular segment, it's good practice. It's not what you want to... the continuity of what we do in Tai Chi practice matters as much, if not more than, what we do through each individual move. Both need to be there. Static moves, not Tai Chi. Incomplete moves, that's also a problem. Both types of practice, but ultimately we have to put what we're doing into the connected form and be able to use that as our dominant practice method. All right. Yeah, tooth. It's Monday, of course it is. All right, so one of the other things we're doing, I'm going to add, we've got two more moves to add. One of the other things that I'm going to point out, because I've already mentioned it in the context of push back the monkey, is that we want to pay attention to the possible opportunities for use. Tai Chi is very healthy and great practice for doing all kinds of things with balance, with breathing, all sorts of things. It's fundamentally a martial art, and if I'm looking at something that doesn't look like it could have an application, my expectation is the person that's doing it has an incomplete understanding of the art. Right? I've shown this before, and I'm going to do it in the context of brush knee. All right, and this is what I'm talking about. We're here, turn, brush knee, grasp the bird's tail, fist under the elbow. All right, that was fairly quick, and it was correct. I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to do some things that are absolutely never correct. This is wrong. This is the wrong one. This is a big circle. Don't do this. Okay? Don't do that or anything that looks like that. That's not Tai Chi. I don't know what that is. That's dancing. That's floating. Okay? It's not connected. There's no intent. It's dance. I can think of any number of dances that might have that kind of a move. Tai Chi does not have that kind of a move. Not there. Okay? Like I said, can't tell me what the application is. I got to question it. All right, so let's do this again. Feet about shoulder width apart. Right hand to the outside, crossing hands. Sink. Turn. Turn the left foot, come around. Brush knee. Keep the left foot down. And turn. Pull in. Press. Push. Fingertips down. Hands flat. Push out. Turn. Sink into the left. Fist under the elbow. And turn the fist over. Push back the monkey. 1, 2, 3. Hold the ball. Right hand comes under, left hand over. Step behind yourself. You're going that way. As you turn the foot. Right? One more time. All right? I'm not necessarily going to put my toe down first. I do want to make sure that as I step, I can turn my foot. Toes to the 45. Okay? It's a small turn if you put your foot down correctly. I talked about foot placement and stepping. Put your foot where it needs to go. It's an easy step. All right. Push back the monkey. On my left, circle, hold the ball. To the 45. Turn the toes. Turn the back foot. Shift back. Raise your hands. All right. Let's do the stream seems to be working. Yay! All right, so whatever I'm keeping whatever I just did because it's working. All right, from crossing hands. All of it. Ready? And turn. Brush knee. Grasp the bird's tail. Press. Push. Turn. Turn the toes. Press out to the right. On the left heel, circle, sink the weight. Fist under the elbow. Shift and turn. 1. Push back the monkey. 2. Sink. 3. Hold the ball. Foot goes behind. Turn. Turn into it. And shift back. Raise your hands. White crane spreads its wings. All right. As we move from diagonal flying to raise your hands, now here, shift back, turn the foot, bring the other foot around, open, shift, turn the toes, pull in, circle. Need to be solid over your supporting leg. Alright? You need to do that anyway, but I just to emphasize that for a minute. Alright. Raise your hands and white crane spreads its wings are both in part 1. How we get to them is a little different. They're both the same move. Okay? Pay attention. You're going to do everything from crossing hands up through white crane spreads its wings. Knee back shoulder width apart. Sink. Right hand in the front. Both hands crossed at the wrist. And turn. Brush knee. Pull down. Press. Push. Turn. Press out. Circle. Fist under the elbow. And push the monkey. 1, 2, 3. Hold the ball. Step behind. Diagonal flying. Shift back. Raise your hands. Turn. White crane spreads its wings. Alright. I almost don't want to stop. The stream is working great now. I don't know what I did. Yay! Maybe I got it right. Yippee! But I am going to stop here for today. I've covered quite a bit. There is quite a bit more that we have yet to do. Paying attention to how we move, right? I just did the fancy dance thing. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just don't do it. All right. Pay attention to the idea that Tai Chi is grounded, that we sink into the stance, that we want to connect through our root and extend that so that we are tightly connected. That, this is in push hands, that if I were to push you, it would be difficult for me to uproot you. I might be able to change your balance just a little bit, But with a good root, that you're solidly grounded, it would be difficult for me to push you into another step. Right? This is part of our practice. This is part of Tai Chi practice. It's not special to Yang style. It's something that every Tai Chi system teaches. Okay? So the lightness, I'm going to say it in a different way. The apparent lightness should be only apparent. All right? Let me show this for a second because it matters. All right? This is correct. I use brush knee a lot, but I use brush knee hand strum glue. All right? One more time. This is different than, this is not correct. Now, sort of kind of mushy correct, but not right. One more time. Not correct. The second time, my movement is empty. There's not much substance to it. First time, if you were on the receiving end of either of my hands, you would understand what I'm talking about. There's substance to that. All right? This step through should have the appearance of lightness and an inherent substance that if you're looking at it, you can see the difference between that apparent lightness with substance and it's just light and airy, there's nothing there. Alright, that was my point. I hope today has been helpful, and oh boy, I hope that these settings are going to be ones that work out because I haven't had any problems since I made the adjustment. That'd be great. Thank you for being here this morning. I appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow with Wudang Tai Chi.